I'm sorry, but the person you've called is not available.
Most homeowners think that kitchen contractors that stop answering phone calls and disappear from the job site, leaving homeowners with no kitchen and sometimes even no money, are all scammers. The truth is that some of them actually are, but most of them were just part of a company that was unstable way before the kitchen project started. I've put together these four signs, these four warning signs to help homeowners recognize when the danger is there. Reason number one, the underpriced job. Of course, as homeowners, we love to get the job done at the cheapest price. It just makes us feel so good about ourselves. The problem is that we cannot deal with something like this the way we deal when we buy an appliance or a car. It's just too dangerous. Contractor underpriced usually because they lack experience, or they underpriced because they are desperate. When they lack experience, they're all excited until they realize that they're losing money. And the easiest thing to do, especially for an experienced guy, is to walk away, change the cell phone number, and try again with the next homeowner. The desperate contractor has got different attitude, different reasons. The company is in a cash flow problem and needs desperately your deposit to keep going, hoping that in the middle of the project things will change and everything will be okay. Usually nothing goes that way. And the easiest thing is to do is to walk away from your project because a more profitable project has come up. Now, as a homeowner, you need to prevent these things. And the only way is just don't go for the cheapest quote. Avoid that risk. But if you're really tempted and you think you're doing the right thing, at least check with suppliers or subcontractor. Ask about the reputation of this company. Is it known? Does it have a good reputation? I know it's a sneaky thing, but you have to protect yourself and your family. Reason number two is the oldest and most dangerous pattern in the renovation industry. It's using the new deposit to finish old jobs. Usually companies that get in this behavior is because they are in financial trouble. It becomes just a vicious cycle, a pattern, and they don't know how to get out of it. And the problem is that sooner or later, homeowners pay for it. You see, who wins in this vicious cycles are homeowners that put the most pressure on the contractor. That's usually what happens. But let's talk about the warning signs. Usually companies that they're in this type of trouble will ask for unreasonable large deposits. You see, if homeowners are buying the material, they should just provide 10 to 15% deposit. If the contractor is buying the custom material, anywhere from 30 to 50%, but not more. Usually companies in this kind of trouble, they ask for more. And you can see from the behavior, they put a lot of pressure to get paid as quick as possible because they are in a lot of pressure. You see, the financial trouble dictate the schedule and not a project management. Reason number three, the contractors walk away from projects, is the operational chaos. Yes, homeowners think they've hired a renovation company, and then soon they realize that they're dealing with a temporary network of disconnected trades, where there is no accountability structure and where finger pointing is the name of the game. That's when they experience seeing the cabinet guy that blames the countertop guy, and the countertop guy blames the floor guy. The electrician blames the plumber, and so on. They are involved, unfortunately, in a drama bomb. Why is this happening? It could be for two main generic reasons. One, the company they hired, it's huge. It's a big company, powerful in marketing, that gets a lot of leads, a lot of new customers all the time, pays little attention to reputation. Or the other scenario is that this is a small company that is in the middle of growing. where the business owner is having our time to let go to the tool belt. Because what happens is when dealing with subcontractors, every trade is basically a mini business. You need a strong management skill. And if that's absent, that's when the drama starts. How to recognize a company that has this kind of trouble? Well, the truth is that as a homeowner, you should ask the difficult questions. So ask if it's a small company, ask if he's still involved in doing the work. It's not necessarily a good thing, especially if he carries 3, 4 different projects at the same time. When it's a big company, ask if you have one person responsible for your job. Do the best you can to find out how the job is going to be managed. You see, the thing is this, we're very easy in blaming subcontractors that they fight with each other. But usually, good subcontractors stay away from chaos. Good trade people want to work with strong operators. So it could become even a quality problem, not just a management problem. So ask the right questions before you give the deposit. The reason number 4, the contractor abandons the job site is the personal collapse. Yes, this industry can be brutal, and sometimes we forget that behind the contractor, we have a human being that could be dealing with personal problems like addiction, health problems, debt, divorce, and so on. The thing is that homeowners cannot detect very easily these problems preventively. But one thing could be done. Always ask the difficult question to the contractor in front of you. If something happens to you, how are you going to deal with my project? I know it seems cold, but it's a good question to ask. And you will receive the right information watching the body language and the way that question is answered. Finally, if you're an homeowner that does not like to take any chance and is afraid of dealing with these issues, the easiest way to reduce the chance that this will happen to you, it's not a guarantee, but to reduce the chance that this will happen to you, it's a good idea to deal with a company that has its own installers on payroll. Usually, these companies have a smoother, well-oiled machine when delivering their services. While dealing with a company that relies on subcontractors is always slightly more risky. Now, let's pay attention and let's be honest here. There are a lot of companies out there that deal with subcontractors, and because they have a fantastic, strong operational system, they provide amazing service. So if you like that way of dealing with, go and hunt for them. But do your homework. To conclude, I should say that kitchen projects should not feel like Russian roulette because the stability of our family is involved too. You see, we're a visual society, and sometimes we get dazzled by these beautiful pictures on social media. We get bombarded by powerful marketing campaigns that make us believe that the company is bigger and more stable than it actually is. So pay attention to that and do not play Russian roulette with the stability of your family and your money.